Hey, Packers fans, Kassidy Hill here live from Lambeau. Super informal Facebook Live, as you can tell right now. I wanted to go ahead and hop on here, though, just because there has been a run on tight ends. I'm going to give y'all a few seconds here to hop in here. I know we didn't plan this one, so might need a minute just to let people hop in. If not, though, you can always go back and watch the replay, and then we'll do another Facebook Live after the Packers pick. But as we said, run on tight ends has begun. Laporta has been taken off of the board, as well as Michael Myers. See some people coming in now, hopping in. As we said, super informal one, just kind of hopping on here real quick because I wanted to go over who all has been taken off the board so far. Seeing Levi there talking about Laporta off the board. I'm going to not pop that one up just because of some. Should we jump up and grab, Rebecca asked, should we jump up and grab Washington? Joseph asked the same thing. We have to get Darnell Washington. Michael says, Goody better move up. Tight ends are going. And that's kind of why we wanted to just hop on here. There has been a run on tight ends. As we said, Laporta has been taken off the board. Michael Meyer just taken off the board as well. Karen says, tight ends are going like crazy. We knew that at some point today there was going to be a run on tight ends. It was really just a matter of when. It looks like that run has started with 2 taken in the last 4. What pick was that?
We're on 36.
So on 36. So Packers are 6 away. Levi says, I don't want Washington at all. That's what's so interesting here because Washington is essentially Mercedes Lewis. And that's not a bad tight end to have. Not at all. It's just, is it worth a second-round pick for a tight end who's not a pass-catching tight end? That's the risk you run there with Washington. If you wanted a pass-catching tight end, you needed to go after Kincaid or Laporta. Michael Meyer is a good pass-catching and blocking tight end out of Notre Dame. All of those off the board now, though. And as we said, do you want to use a second-round pick on a blocking tight end? Levi says take Musgrave or whatever his name is over Washington. It is Musgrave. Very good. That's someone you could also target. I think we wouldn't be too surprised at this point if the Packers did want to trade up and go ahead and grab a tight end, just to avoid getting lost in the run that's happening. Michael says, do you think all the good pass-catching tight ends are gone? I think the best ones are gone, for sure. Rebecca says, I would love a young Mercedes Lewis. And that's the thing. That's not any sort of knock on Darnell Washington. It's just, is this the sort of pick you want to spend on that sort of player at that point? And then this was also a good question from Karen. If we can't get a tight end, what position is next on our radar? I would say offensive tackle or safety. And Brian Branch is still sitting there. So, maybe you see the Packers go after that. A lot of people saying need to go after Washington. I still think that's a risk in this high in the second round. But then again, you've got to get a tight end here soon. You also could see them going maybe after a bigger receiver. You saw the Buffalo Bills last night take Dalton Kincaid, and the presumption with the Bills is that Dalton Kincaid will fill that Cole Beasley role. Cole Beasley role as a big slot receiver. Levi says Jalen Hyatt, wide receiver. So, to that point, I could see them going a big receiver if they can't get a good pass-catching tight end at this point. We are still a few picks away from the Packers at 42, and then they have another pick at 45. Like I said, I wouldn't be too surprised if they even traded up. Rebecca asked, are there any decent free cover safeties in this draft? Yes, there are a decent bit. I think we're going to see that run probably towards the end of the second round, beginning of the third, which is why if the Packers keep both 42 and 45, I could see them going after a tight end with one and a safety with the other. Musgrave says, Levi says Musgrave is the pick at 42. Lock it in. If you're right, Levi, that's going to be impressive. I'll come back and give you props for that. Okay, like I said, wouldn't be surprised if the Packers trade up. So with that being said, I'm going to go get ready at my computer just in case. Just wanted to hop on here for a quick pre-Packers pick Facebook Live, especially with the run on tight ends. I will see you after the Packers pick as well. That one will be a little bit more scheduled, so you can mark your clocks for that one. And stay tuned to PackersNews.com for full coverage. We'll see you later, guys.